isn't using video marketing, you're already falling behind. Short-form videos are ruling social media. Live streaming is driving real-time engagement. AI-powered video personalization is changing the game. Video isn't the future, it's now. Why does video marketing matter in 2025? Boosts engagement. People retain 95% of a message in a video versus 10% in text. Skyrockets conversions. Videos on landing pages increase conversions by 80%. Dominates social media. Platforms prioritize video content, pushing your brand to the top. If you want to grow, connect, and sell more in 2025, video marketing isn't optional, it's essential. Start now. Start with video. Start with Onestream Live. What's your video strategy for 2025? Drop us comment below.
Don't you just there by magic, as if by magic. Sometimes you need to do the old, what was that program on telly? The IT crowd. You need to turn on and turn off again. That's exactly what I've done. It's good to be back. I'm not sure this face for radio, there'd be people watching going, oh, Jesus, actually, when you were out of the studio, it was okay. But there we are. We are indeed back. And I'm here. Big Joe Shep here for part 2 of our 4-part series. Never work with animals, children, and it would appear now technology. You can do all the tests in the world that you want. But once you go live, it's just absolutely one of those things that happens. So what are we on to now? We're on to episode 2 of 4. We're looking at the standard plan this week. So let's start off with what what actually makes a viewer take action? What drives the viewer action? Okay, well, it actually comes down to three things. One is curiosity, two is recognition, and three is that community feel. So people are curious. There's a massive drive now for people wanting to get involved in podcasts. Podcasts are both audio and video. There are people who really want to do the video thing. And a massive jump now for people wanting to get involved in live streaming. And if you're part of the Gen X and the baby boomers, late baby boomers a bit, so if you're like 40 to 65, there's a massive growth there on people who want to have like a second career, second life, if you want, and get involved in small local businesses, projects, get online. They want to start streaming as well. Massive numbers there. So people are curious, massively curious. The growth in this is huge. There's a thing called MMFI, make me feel important, recognition. People want to be recognized in all that they're doing. Okay, and they want a community feel, which is why community groups are exploding in every area, whether it's online through Facebook or LinkedIn, or you can do them now on through YouTube. You can join members groups through certain sites. So those three things really are what makes a viewer take action to it. Can they understand that? Are they curious to know? Can they get recognition from it and part of the community feel? So that's what MFI is. MMFI, make me feel important. Okay, so if your live stream simply broadcasts out, then you'll get viewers. But if it connects, you'll build fans. And that's the massive fundamental difference between podcasts and live streams. Live streaming, you've got this. You have no idea what's going to go wrong. You can't edit it. You can't edit it. Things happen, and you just have to roll with them. Know what happens? It's how we deal with it. Okay, so if your live stream simply broadcast, then all you've got is viewers. If it connects, though, then you'll build your fans. You'll build that community, a thriving, engaged community. Remember what we say at Livestream Solutions, Livestream Academy? We help elevate your brand and build a thriving, engaged community. For some, that's just words. For us, it's absolutely a mantra. That's what we do. That's what live streaming does, and that's why we're with Onestream Live. But the trick is using the tools that open the door for that interaction. And that's what the standard plan really from Onestream Live is designed to do. It's a tool that sparks that interaction. Take a look at this. Well, our very own superstar at Onestream Live to explain far better than me. I'll come back in a couple of minutes and we'll run through. But here is talking about the basic plan to the standard plan. And the standard plan is really, really powerful. Stay right with us.
Why are you holding back your streams with the basic plan? It's time to level up because the standard plan is where the magic starts. Hey streamers, let's quickly compare the basic plan with the standard plan and check why upgrading is a no-brainer. Basic streams to 5 platforms while the standard streams to 10. Twice the reach, double the audience. Basic plan offers 1 hour of pre-recorded streaming while the standard plan offers 3 hours. More time to captivate your viewers. Now let's talk about storage. The basic plan offers 5 GB while the standard plan offers 20 GB. Save more and stress less. Are you looking to add captions? SRT upload is standard only. Accessibility matters. Do your streams need a resolution boost? Upgrade to the standard plan, which offers 1080p. Look sharp. Are you someone who forgets their lines easily? The teleprompter is available on standard and above plans, which is a total lifesaver. Now let's talk about Onestream Live Studio. On the basic plan, you get 2 hours of live studio sessions with 6 guests, while on the standard plan, you get 6 hours of studio sessions and 10 guests. Bigger and better. The bandwidth jumps from 1 TB to 1.5 TB on the standard plan. Plus, you get password-protected streams. Ready to unlock your streaming potential? Click below to upgrade and take your streaming to the next level.
There we go. I couldn't run through that. Technology's getting hold of me tonight. I just got a message through while we were watching that, saying actually having a face for radio, they much preferred hearing my voice, but not being able to see me. Thanks very much for that. You're very, very kind. There we go. So that was for explaining the basics of the standard plan, and I'll run through again the pricing plans and shortly to so you can compare. But that's what you got to do. Remember that thing, the curious. If you're curious and you want to learn more about live streaming, okay, yeah, contact us, contact the support team, contact me or any of my team at Livestream Solutions Live Stream Academy. Go to onestream.live, bottom right hand corner. Don't forget humans in the customer support team, and they will help get you set up, put you in touch with me and my team, and we'll get going. But if you're curious and you want to start, do some research as well. Because in life, these sort of things are just enough to separate those from who want something from those who think they want it. There's nothing in life for free. You know, I don't sugarcoat things as much as I used to now. We've been doing it long enough. We love you all, and we want to help as many people as we can. We want to, double that 2 million around the globe that we're currently helping. But you've got to take some ownership and responsibility here. Get in touch, make the first step. Nobody's saying you have to do anything, and nobody's making you do it alone. We're offering to help you. Just contact us and we will help you through. So great little overview there on the basics to the standard and the benefits of the standard plan. What else really for me shines out? On-screen tickers and banners. So you'll see there, that's what we call a ticker running along the bottom now. It's the name of tonight's show, the Big Joe Show, Standard Plan Pro results. And then you can also do, excuse me, this. Let's pull up this one. You'll see that coming up there now. That's what we call a banner. And as if by magic, summer sale, 30% off all plans for 2 months using summer 30. That's ongoing now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. That is ongoing now. So if you go to Onestream Live and you sign up now, you'll get 30% off all plans for 2 months using summer 30. But that's a banner. And that's so tick running along the bottom, banner there, again, we can pre-do these. So there we go. That's one that we've done previously. That's right, the Onestream Live Foundation. There's my affiliate link. Don't use that enough, I've been told. And I help people, and affiliates. There we go. But that's what we call the banner there and the ticker running along the bottom. So those things are available as well. Custom overlays and branding graphics to create that visual consistency. Let me just. Oh, and don't forget. Everybody thinks it's like being in a TV studio with somebody in my ear. Nothing me tonight because I forgot to put my hearing aids in. There's nobody in the studio, so there's me hosting, producing, directing, and even if I've got guests on, I'm doing all of that and bringing everything else in. So if something goes wrong, like tonight, when for some reason the camera didn't work, had to refresh, had to restart everything, had to reload the studio, all in about 30 seconds while that was going on. So we do this, and this is how simple. This is how simple all of the plans are. The free plan, the basic plan, standard, pro we'll look at next week. And finally, part 4, we'll do a wrap up with the enterprise plan, which is going to absolutely blow your mind. But I just want you to understand that you can do all of this yourself. So, okay, you can understand the plan here. You've got some animated ones, so we can do that. I've got let me just take that ticker off for a second, and you'll be able to see. So we've got that. You see it going around. See, it's interactive. It's animated. That's not interactive, animated. So you've got those. So you can put your own professional banners up that can be made. Let's put a static one on. There we go. Look at that. You've got a static. I'll leave that up for now. Actually, there we go. We've got a static one on there as well. from Onestream Live. So you can have all of these things that are going on. So the whole the visual overlay, the creativity on it, you know, and the pre-recorded short videos, like the intro video at the beginning, the pre-recorded one, the Big Joe show, the one from Ifra, the basic versus standard, all of those that you can bring in. You know, it's just so professional. You can do what else have I used? Pre-recorded inserts, testimonials from people, video explainers from people. I've taken the show, we've done a video short of 30 seconds to a minute and a half, and we've used that as an example to be able to put on. You've seen all of those things before. All of these things are available. You know, it does what it says on the tin. It's a one-stop shop that does what it says on the tin. What else? This thing called RTMP support. So basically, if you want to bring in a third-party software like OBS or Zoom or Streamlabs, anything like that, you can do it in those, then import it into the link into OneStream Live, and then multicast it out. You can't do that with some of those other third-party softwares, which is why the team have put these things together to be able to do that. That's where it's the secret. So if you're using something else and you want to multicast it out, then do it this way as well. Okay. What else do? We scream scheduling with branded thumbnails. You've seen that. So the show goes out. You can go to 45 different locations, plus your website. As you know, we're going live tonight, today, this afternoon, tonight, across the globe, wherever you are. And we pre-promote that with, there's a social media post goes out. It's a promotional thing, bit of content explaining what this episode's about. Got that nice thumbnail, you know, like these. So this was the series one. You know, the interactive edge, that's the name of the series. And if you go to YouTube, to the OneStream Live YouTube channel, then you'll find the playlist there for the month, Interactive Edge. The team have kindly put together a playlist. So all 4 shows are scheduled out before episode 1 even goes out now. So you can just subscribe and it will tell you, just to remind you. So you don't even have to remember every Tuesday at 8 p.m. UK and Ireland, 3 p.m. Eastern, blah, 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 blah. But go to, and as if by magic, here we go. Let's just put there, look at that along the bottom, the Interactive Edge playlist. I put it into a bit.ly short for you just in case as well. But what you can do is you can go to OneStream Live on YouTube, like I say, and there's a playlist there. And every month, all 4 episodes within that month from now on will be a playlist. So you can hit subscribe to that, subscribe and watch anyway, and then click on the playlist on the episode, and it will automatically notify you, because we're busy, because we don't always remember, etc., etc. Or you can just go back in there and watch all of them. If, say, you've missed one. If you missed last week's, for example, episode 1, you can go back in and watch it now. So we schedule our stuff out with branded thumbnails, context explainers. Again, each of these tools really is designed to encourage your audience to engage rather than just passively watch. Real world example, excuse me. Let's say you're a coach and you're going live every Tuesday evening. I don't know. Let's say 8 p.m. UK and Ireland, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Just like the Big Joe show. Well, you can schedule it out, like I say, in advance with a custom thumbnail. It just looks professional. You can add the branded overlay in the studio. 10-minute mark, for example. You know, you can put a client up sharing their progress of how they've got on. Somebody else promoting what you do and how good they've well done through you will do you, honestly, that exponentially. It is an absolute massive growth thing when people see other people that they can resonate with, that they can relate to, telling them about how well they've done. And that's why we have people on the shows that we have done. You know, you can pose a direct question to your audience. You know, what's the one shift you've made this week in whatever the case, in this case being if you're a coach or whatever, what's the one thing that you've done, it's changed? And then the audience can put those in as well. The result, it's not just likes, but real comments, DMs, and even bookings for whatever it is, or people wanting to find out more. Simple as that. Okay, A little bit more practical things now. How do we create and schedule a banner in the Onestream studio? Okay, again, I might next week show you the back end of the studio where we can do all that. But literally, okay, I will do it now. Add a banner. Here we go. The interactive edge. So 2. Ooh, it would help if I could spell, wouldn't it? There we go. So there we go. So I've added that in, and as you can see, the banner is there, bottom left hand corner. That is, I'm looking at it. See what I mean? And done in 2 seconds flat. So you can do that within. Sometimes you can put a banner up. Sometimes you can put the ticker going along. You can pre-prepare all of those, but then sometimes somebody might say something, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll find you the link for that, and you can do it there and then, because it's live, because you're reacting to what people are doing. You know, it's how do you manage shout outs and call to actions and overlays all in the studio. That's why I say I'm one person, and I'm hosting the show, and I'm doing the production and the direction and checking that it's going out everywhere and bringing everything in. You don't have to be smart or clever. The studio does this. Onestream Live does all this for you. Okay, these features are they're simple, they're powerful, they're non-disruptive. You know, you don't need a fancy physical studio like you do excuse me, for a podcast. You don't need, actually, for a lot of businesses, by the way, involved in sustainability, this is the definite future. You don't have to go into a podcast studio and there's nothing wrong with that. I've used them myself. May do some things again with them in the future. But if you're a sustainable business and you're trying to tick all of your sustainable boxes for that, then this is a sustainable way. Live streaming is a service through a virtual studio like this that you can do absolutely everything, but it's live and it's engaging and fun. Okay, you don't need a fancy physical studio. You just need a plan, a purpose, and one person. And literally the old adage, if I can do it, you all can as well. And I was self-taught, but the studio for Onestream Live has been made so simple that it just makes it easy to do. So here's your challenge tonight, okay? Well, if you're running a live stream, what would you want to do? You know, what would you want to try first? What, you know, is it actually pressing the button and going live? Are you a media creative person and being able to bring all those in and understand all that? Well, there you go. So visual consistency is everything. You know, your live stream looks polished, custom graphics, professional layouts, smooth transitions in and out. You know, your viewers, the people who are viewing and engaging with you, subconsciously trust you more, you know, because it says, well, I care enough to show up well for my audience. You know, I'm in a branded top. We're in a branded studio. We've got videos, we've got thumbnails, we've got trackers, we had music at the very beginning. It's all very professional and all done by one individual person. You can do it. The standard plan gives you all of that. You don't need to be a designer to do all of that. We can actually, if you want any of those things making, we can put you in touch with people who can do those for you at a relatively cheap cost to be able to make all of those overlays and stuff like that. Okay, so what's visual tools, by the way? Engagement is massively on. Videos, okay, I just wanted to touch on this one before I show you, run through the pricing plans again. Visual content is 40 times more likely to be shared on social media. Consumers who watch videos are 81% more likely to make a purchase. So if you're showing it into a load of business groups, onto your own social medias, onto your own website, you can do that through an embed link with a web embed link and to go directly onto your site. Consumers who watch videos are 81% more likely to make a purchase. It's 50 times easier to achieve a first page Google search ranking with an embedded video on your page. I'll just remind you of that one again. It is 50 times easier to achieve a first page Google search ranking with an embedded video on your page. And emails that link to video of 100% high click-through rate. There we go. you can check all this out yourself. I just give you the information you need to get started. So just before we hoof on to, because we're almost there again, I just want to share, there we go, so we can share this. So in the studio, sharing the screen, where are we? Flexible pricing. So I'm now going to share directly, live, share my studio with, there you go. And what I'll do is I'll put that on full, because you don't need to be looking at me, lads, do you? There we go. In fact, let me just take off that so you can see that much better. So see, there we go again. We take off the overlay for that pricing. Okay, so there we go. So go to Onestream Live, and at the very top you'll see pricing. There you go, and that brings you up to this page. Oh, by the way, there's resources on here as well: blogs, articles, digital assets, everything you need to get started. You are not on your own. Plan. We talked about the free and the basic, the standard plan, but look what you get for that. 10 social destinations. Oh, you can add more in if you wanted to. So 10 social media destinations at one go with that plan. You're streaming in 1080. If you want, like I said, if you want better resolution, you're in 1080 on this one. You know, let's just show on that side. There we go. The basic plan is brilliant. It's 720, and for most that's good enough. But if you want real crisp stuff, you're on 1080. 4 team seats, and again, you can add more. That means you can bring in people to help you do and prep your shows. 20 gigabits of storage, 2 custom web pages. You can connect those third-party elements into it. You get 6 hours per session. You can have up to 10 studio guests. The teleprompter system in that. Pre-recorded streaming, embed player. That's where we give the link and you go live on your website. You can compare plans. So there we go. And if you scroll down, here you go. Look, there's the standard. The basic is the standard here. Third one in, and it tells you everything. The green tick means you can do absolutely everything. Look, this we can get in the studio, all of those things, pre-recorded streamings, hosted live pages. Oh yeah, I keep getting asked about. I need to just do a one-off on hosted live pages because it's only Onestream Live does it. It's absolutely superb. If you haven't got a website, we can do a hosted live page, which is branded to your business, company, organization, and when you go live, it basically has a URL. So you could put that, and it looks like you've got a website yourself if you don't have a website. Something for everybody. Embedded player, RTMP. Look, go to onestream.live / let me just remove that from the screen. / pricing and compare them. Then get in touch with us and find out how to get started. That's what we're here to do. It's just to share these things with you. That's it. We're up to 30 minutes. That was this week's standard plan over the basic and the free plan from last week. See the difference? It's not just a step up. It's an exponential dive through the roof, of a 14-story building. It's just, they're all there, and I've been through each of these plans, every single one of them up into the enterprise plan that I currently use now as a brand ambassador and a streaming partner with them. So I've tested them all. I believe in them all. They're all very, very good. Does what it says on the tin. So if you like that idea of videos and thumbnails and the tickers and the banners and all the rest of the stuff, and you want to look professional for your business, your organization, then get in touch with us and let us know. Next week's show, part 3, Tuesday, 8 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be looking at the Pro Plan, which really, again, takes it up to another level, and it's focusing heavily on audience loyalty, automation, and building the live stream series that people come back to like I do. Don't forget, if you want to see all of this in action, you can book a 30-minute look-see session with me inside the Onestream studio. Just message or comment and we'll get that set up for you as well. And for summer, let's just for summer. Oh no, I put it on a banner, didn't I? There we go. We'll put the banner up there. The banner is looking at there. Summer 30 gives you 30% off for all plans, for 30% off for 2 months. And if you want to see the interactive playlist, there it is. But go to YouTube, to Onestream Live, subscribe anyway. But the interactive playlist for all 4 episodes of this series in June, the Interactive Edge, is there for you, so you don't even have to remember. Okay, just very briefly, because again, just want to remind you, visual content 40 times more likely to be shared on social media. Consumers who watch videos are 81% more likely to make a purchase, go live on your website. That is the future. Go live on your website. Social media just funnels to get into your website. When they're on your website, they're more likely to click to buy, download a course, join, whatever it is you do. Consumers who watch videos are more likely to make a purchase, 81% more. It's 50 times easier to achieve a first page Google search ranking with an embedded video on your page, and emails that have a link to a video are 100% higher click-through rate. That's it. Rapid through the look through the standard plan with me, Big Joe Shep. Thanks for watching. Big Joe Shep every Tuesday. This is Onestream Live powered Big Joe Show. And remember, there's no show like a Big Joe Show. You need to be involved in video. If you're not, get started. Contact us. I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care. Good luck.